Hi, Shira Star Goddess. I'm back. Okay, so someone asked me a question in the comments on my latest video, and they asked me, why is there poverty and lack in the world? Like, they don't understand why there's poverty and lack. Because I did mention that on my last video. That's a whole nother video to talk about why there's poverty and lack. The reason there's poverty and lack is because without a system of class, wealth, or whatever, there cannot be an elite. There cannot be a leader. There cannot be duality. Okay? Just like, why is there war and not all peace? It's all about duality. You don't have to, if you're lacking, you don't have to lack. Okay? But if you know better, if you don't know any better, you can't help but to lack. Okay? That's the trick. Okay? So, for example, if you took two people and you gave one religion and you gave one magic, and they were both exactly the same, had the same type of ideas, whatever, had the same tools to work with, amount of money to start off with, which one do you think would thrive more and make more profit off of, whatever they're dealing with? I think the person that was given the magic, the knowledge, the information about law of attraction, universal law, alchemy, blah, 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 probably would have more money than the person that was given religion in a Bible or something, okay? Because those religions teach that poverty is either a punishment from God. A religion teaches that poverty is suffering or paying for past sins, or you deserve it somehow, or that all you have to do is pray and money will fall out the sky, or just depend on Jesus to get you through. Oh, well, that's a lesson you need to go through to learn. Religion will teach you that your riches are in heaven, and that if you suffer on earth and not question God, you'll have your riches in heaven. So that already, is not very motivating. Versus the people that do know magic, they know how to get what they need, when they want it, how they want it, and create what they want. Okay, so the richest continent on the planet with most resources has been, infiltrated and given religion. Okay, Africa has diamonds, golds, platinums, rubies, diamonds, but people starve there every day because they were tricked out of their land. They were tricked out of their natural resources and given a Bible, and a lot of times, in other third world countries as well, they were given religion. And I think it was Napoleon that said, the poor is given religion so that they don't kill the rich. Okay? So it's a lack of knowledge. If you lack anything, it's because you lack knowledge. If you have a starving child, it's because you lack your own knowledge. You lack the knowledge of how to get what you want with your own power. Okay? You lack that knowledge. Or your people have lacked that knowledge so long that even if you got the knowledge today, it's a little bit too late. You would have to prepare for another generation and leave that knowledge to them, hoping that they'll do better with it. You know what I'm saying? So, when you have lack, it's because you lack knowledge. There's always a way to get what you need if you know how to get it. Just like technology is knowledge. It could solve world hunger in a couple of years, you know? But are they going to do that? They have the technology to do it. Why don't they do it? Because Earth is duality, and there's the elite, and then there are the ones beneath them. And you can't be elite if you don't have other people below you. You can't be on top. And like I said, Earth is the balance. Earth is the balance. You need to have both sides of the spectrum. And there's no getting around it, okay? Because otherwise, you don't need to be on the planet Earth if you want everything to be perfect. You know, you can create your perfect world, but don't expect everyone else's world to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's their challenge. That's their duality. That's their mission. That's their goal. That's their experience. So, you know, I'm not saying not to feel bad for them, or, you know, maybe say, oh, I hope that never happens to me, or bless that person, or, you know, give them a little something, something. That's all fine and dandy, but you have to understand, we are all a circumstance of the things we know. Everything in our brain and in our mind that we know and have applied has brought us here to where we are right now, okay? Without knowledge, without applied knowledge, you only get so far, you know? So lack is also lack of knowledge. That's why they protect knowledge more than they protect anything, okay? You can go rob a bank, you can steal money, you can do all that. They're not protecting the money as much as they're protecting the knowledge, because the knowledge can get you the money, okay? You can't walk into, you know, a museum or anything with, and just see, you know, tablets laying out translated for you and knowledge given to you freely. You have to go and search for that stuff, and, you know, hope what you find is right. And, you know, it's not easily gotten. You can't earn it. You got to go and search for it on a lifelong journey, okay? This is like The Alchemist, a lifelong journey that changes you into something better. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to understand, when you lack something, it's because you lack knowledge, or it's because their family lacks knowledge, or it's because their land lacks knowledge, or their knowledge has been forgotten. Okay? It's because they lack the knowledge. Do you know in like the Bible how they said, okay, this is the tree of knowledge, and this is the tree of good and evil, the knowledge of good and evil. So when you know certain things, you cannot lack. You know? When you don't know certain things, you lack a lot of things. So it's up to us whether we're going to be in poverty or lack, or if we're going to be abundant. Okay? Our job in this world is to experience it. If I were to create some technology today or tomorrow that could solve world hunger, do you think for 1 second it's going to be put out and used? No, it's not. Why? Because without people beneath the elite, or people that know what they think they know, there's no earth, there's no duality, there's no experience, there's no human experience. So that's why I say the earth is the balance, y'all. It's like you have to have good, bad, poverty, rich. You have to have all that while, you know, here. It's just, which one are you going to be? That's what you need to figure out. Which one are you going to be? Are you going to be one of the ones that lack, or the ones that have abundance? It's your choice. You have free will. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope this video answered your question, and I will see y'all later on next week, and hopefully I can come up with some new topics for the new year. Y'all put them in the comments. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do a video on Azealia Banks and sacrificing chickens in her closet. I'm like, okay, well, they do that down the street. Okay, I live in Texas. I live in Houston. Okay, that's not like that's normal. So I don't know. Like, I go into some shops around here, and I hear there's a rooster over there in a cage just sitting. You know, I mean, that's what they do. It's in Santeria, they sacrifice chickens. In voodoo, they sacrifice chickens. You know, roosters. So when I saw it, it wasn't a big deal to me. I'm like, I don't have one of those closets in my house, but you know, people will go out and do that outside here in their backyard. But not where I live, but I have seen it, and I have, you know, it's a lot of people that practice that religion, Santeria, Brujeria, in Houston. You know, we're very close to Mexico. We're very close to the Gulf Coast and the Caribbean. So we get a lot of that stuff. So it's not really surprising to me. Like Houston is like a very multicultural place. I mean, we have people from all over the world, you know. We get, you know, so it's like nothing surprises me anymore. Okay, nothing. But I did see the video, and it was like she didn't really clean it up right afterwards. She left a lot of the stuff there, and I'm like, it was, I couldn't sleep with knowing that something that unsanitary was in my closet. But hey, I would choose to opt to do mine outside. But I know she lives in New York or whatever, so it's probably hard to find open space like that. But in Texas, we have big yards and stuff like that to do that stuff in. And so yeah, I guess I'll address it on the end of this video. I think that she's just a witch, and she's young. You know, young people talk a lot. You know, young people are full of their ego. You know, she's not old. Y'all acting like she's 45 years old and supposed to be this mature, well put together woman who knows exactly what to say and when to say it. She's young and probably, you know, enjoying life, drinking, smoking, or whatever she's doing, and sacrificing chickens and doing witchcraft. She's not gonna come across as the representation of all, you know, good witches or bad witches or whatever you can call her. Okay, we shouldn't look to her as an example of anything but just a person who is a witch. That's it. You know, a lot of people say she's doing it to get attention and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, I would rather her sacrifice some chickens in the closet than to go out and, you know, do a bunch of crazy other stuff. You know, that's just my opinion. But I'll see y'all later. Bye.